So, do you long to get married and you're wondering, how does one pick a good man for a husband? I, for one, I don't believe that there is only one person for another. However, I think the more you have a list, the less of a pool you have to choose from. Now, for instance, if you desire a 6 foot tall, dark and handsome man, I would say take a good look at the country you live in. Look at the community you live in and check the statistics for tall men. Then you narrow it down to the black men because you do want him dark, no? Okay, bearing in mind that handsomeness is subjective. What's handsome to you may be ugly to me. So you see, your pool is actually getting smaller. Now, my video today is for women who desire marriage. If you wish to get married, come in here, sis. Take a seat. Take several seats. I'm not here to entertain you. So make sure you grab your pen and your notepad. We are going to be learning today. Now, I'm going to start off with an example. Imagine you choose to stay with your own race and you take a look around you. If you're in a diverse city, the probability of you being approached by a man of your own race is so much slimmer nowadays. You may need to think about that. After all, you're looking for a human being to love you. You need a decent human to love you. So I remember one day at work, I looked over at my girly colleague. She's my bestie. And she was telling me how tired she is of getting single, of being single. She was getting the bag. She was doing well at work. I mean, she was really right at the top of it. She was in management and she was supporting family. She was having a good time in her singleness. She seemed very frustrated. And do you know what I told her? I said, baby girl, you may have to leave the chocolate bowl and go out and play in the snow. If you understand that humor, today she is happily married with child. And I'm just saying, in the words of Miley Teal, a lot changed for her when she took her power back in dating. When you realize the world is wide, the options are vast, and the choice is yours to choose. The choice is basically to choose. You have to choose. You may need a wider pool and a proper investigation of your choices because you're the one choosing. You need to know yourself. So you need to step out of yourself for a minute and look at this with mature eyes. Choose someone who you see yourself growing up with, someone you can laugh with, and someone who complements you in terms of your personality, your skills, your perception on life, the way you see life. I mean, someone who has what you are missing because you're not perfect. Once you have found such a person, then you found the one. You simply just need to choose them and you're good for life. But how do you then choose the right person as a life partner? I'm going to share with you just 2 traits and probably a bonus one while I think about it. Things that you should be looking for when you're looking for the right man to settle down with. 1, a woman needs a man with whom she can talk easily. Someone that just allows you to be yourself. You can be geeky, you can be fun, you can be a child around the man. That's the type of man you're looking for. The second type of man you're looking for is someone you can play with. You can take jokes out at him, you can tease him, but not in a bullying kind of way. In a way that you both enjoy each other's company. And the third is you need someone who is exactly not like you. This man, he has to have your medicine, so to speak. A man that pulls you back, that pulls your strings back when you're going astray. So I will give you a word of caution. You need to stay away from married men, please. Because once you start looking at it from those 3 traits or qualities I've shared with you, you will see and find that a good amount of good married men have those things. You need a man with whom you can easily talk to, a man you can play with, and a man who is not exactly like you, so a man that complements you, right? So those 3 points are what you're looking for in the right man. The right man for you listens to you. The right man for you makes you laugh or laughs at your jokes very easily. He doesn't have to pretend. The right man for you fills your voids in terms of your skills, your life experience, your qualities. Because at the end of the day, you want to marry yourself. You can't go marrying somebody who has the same skill as you. If you are clean and the other person is dirty, it works well because opposites attract. If you're serious and the other person is childish, it works well because opposite attracts. If you go on and marry yourself, you would hate it. You can ask people who have done it. I don't know anybody who's done it, but if you know anybody who's done it, you would hate it. You're not perfect. So you don't demand that of anyone. You have absolutely no right to. So when you're ready to marry or be married, you need to work on yourself. Have you watched my previous video? In order for you to be the best that you can be. And then you stop looking and you choose. You choose a man who answers your subconscious questions. And what are those questions? I'm going to share just two of them with you. Question like, tell me something about your parents that is helping you become a better person. A question like that helps you know the kind of man that you're going to get with. He understands that the people, the humans ahead of us, the history we know, we are living in an age where there's so much to learn. You're looking at your parents and you should be correcting yourself as a parent and as married couple. The second question is, if money isn't a question, what would you do with your life? And before you go and ask the right man that question, you need to ask yourself too. So you need to learn to ask questions that align with your values and your qualities. Choose someone who chooses you as well so that you can avoid disrespect and over-familiarization. You don't want that C finish in any way, shape or form because no one is perfect. They're not perfect. You're not perfect. Good men have flaws too because they are human beings. You see, the word being means in progress, still becoming. It's a work in progress. It takes nature to stay in marriage. And that marriage you see is a work in progress with a lifetime contract. It's the only school you go into where you get a certificate before you do the work. What that means is that no matter how long it takes you to decide on who you eventually marry, each person in the marriage must understand that no two minds are alike. You must assess and accept your partner the way they are. That's why I said in previous video, it takes maturity. You need maturity to accept someone for who they are. You can't go around looking for somebody you're going to change. You don't pick a man to change him, or even worse, with the hope that he will change. My girl, you will be so disappointed because that would be unfair on him and it will be a terrible experience for you. So you are not going into marriage with a project either. There is a job title in the workplace for that. You know, at this point, I will suggest you get familiar with the serenity prayer. It doesn't have to be religious. There are non-religious versions of the statement, and I think you should read, apply it, and have it on your heart. You see, lots of men, and possibly women, have unrealistic and unreasonable expectations of what men are like because we don't assess, and if we don't assess, we don't accept. It's your responsibility as a woman to be the best that you can be so that whoever you're with can be the best that they can be. I think a lot of people miss that. When we become wives, we have to continuously work on ourselves. You don't stop. No man is coming to save you. You have to save yourself, and no good husband should be placed under such horrific responsibility of coming to save you. The world has changed. Good men need good women to build happy homes, and it starts with you. So that's why I created this channel. I hope we can all learn together. And I will always end with, I say my way is not the way, but a way that offers you another way, another perspective, an alternative way of thinking, of being a woman and being a wife. I hope you find today's content valuable, and don't forget to like so that it can reach more wives and wives to be.